What's up, y'all? This is the Can't Make It Up pod. I'm DY. This is my main man, Vaughn. You're going to get two different perspectives on life or anything in this podcast. Now, I'm going to let y'all know now, this is going to be a very unserious podcast. Yes, we're going to talk about some real things coming up and some things we want to do in life, but we're not real serious people. We're going to joke around. We're going to laugh a lot. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, and then... like, it's our first one, so like in the future, like when we get our subs up and stuff, hopefully we'll get better cameras, we'll get better mics, and we'll just try to do better than what we're doing now. But this is all we can do right now, and just bear with us. All right, man, let's get to it. All right, man, so let's talk about goals in life, and like just how they're gonna happen. So some of my goals are land a high-paying job in the sales industry and try to move up one day to like management and just be a leader like in the office space, and then one day start my own company as well, because I really don't like working for people and stuff.
Hate working for people.
AB works. And I just want to get like more people in with me and try to help them like our age, being 23 years old, being able to move up how we are in life. Yeah, it seems like we might be behind and stuff to some other people, but we're right where we need to be, and that's how I'm kind of thinking about it. Other goals for me, though, I'm saying we're talking about us being very unserious and stuff, but I want to be more mature as a person. Because
nigga, no way, that's a goal.
That is a goal. I want to be more mature as a person, because sometimes like my immaturity and some stuff gets me in trouble in the long run, and it gets me big trouble in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So I need to grow out of that stuff. And then I need to like, another goal is, as we're talking about, be more serious and stuff. Like, not everything is a joke in life. Like, I just take stuff as a joke, because I'm like, listen, stuff's gonna happen for me either way or not. Like, stuff just shows up with me, and I get lucky sometimes. But I'm like, bro, I can't live life just being like, oh, something's gonna pop up, or oh, I'm gonna get lucky at this point, because it has happened before. But I have had some bad luck as well. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like, what you got, man?
My goal is really just to be rich. However that come, that's the goal.
I like that one.
Okay.
So what you trying to do to achieve that?
You said what?
I said, what you trying to do to achieve that?
Whatever. Honestly.
Whatever. Honestly.
I'm just like focusing right now. Probably go back to school, finish college, and then go from there. Okay. I really want to go back into the law field though, but I don't know. We'll see where life takes me.
So like, what jobs in the law field could you apply for without like getting an actual law degree or certifications or anything? Like, what could you do?
I don't know. Without a certification, like even to be a paralegal, you need like a certification.
Okay.
Even to be like a legal clerk, you need to be like in law school or have at least a lengthy law background. So everything you got to have some type of certification for the most part.
Okay. And then like in the law field, like being a paralegal or whatever, like what's the money talking about in those fields?
Some paralegals I know make close to 6 figures.
Okay.
But it really also could depend on like what law firm you're working for, the attorney you're working under, stuff like that. So
okay. So my man trying to make some money, I see.
Sure.
Like, so like what are your plans to get back into school? Like, how are you gonna do that? Like, what do you want to do?
I really just got to get motivated, honestly.
Yeah.
The school wasn't like something that was hard for me. It's just like I became unmotivated, so I was just like, fuck it. But once I get motivated to get back in the swing of things, it's gonna be like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I hated school my whole life. Like, I literally went to school so I could play basketball, but basketball got me far because it got me a degree. It got me in like the stuff I'm into now, and stuff's kind of falling into place as well.
Right.
As we're speaking about everything else, though, like we're just getting to know each other in this podcast for everybody around here to get to know us. Sorry about that. So, like, what do you like to do?
Oh, what?
What do you like to do?
Shit. Honestly, I like chilling with my friends for the most
Yeah.
part. I be on the game. Anything really. Like as long as I'm around people that I fuck with, I can do anything.
So like we be on the game a lot, just doing some nonsense, talking trash the whole time, messing around.
Talking shit.
That's all we do, really. That's really all we do. But like, oh man, my question here is, like, I want to say the game for guys is kind of like our calm spot, like where we like calm down
For
and
sure.
release stress and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, why is that? You know what I'm saying?
Cause we just sitting there chilling, like
Yeah,
vibing. And the
yeah,
game be fun sometimes. Like that shit could actually get you mad too. But for the most part, like for us, it just be calm because we just be playing around, like laughing about stupid shit.
yeah.
It just take your mind off all the other bullshit that's going on in life for the most part.
Yeah, it's the calm spot. Like it's just for me, it's the place I come to when I need to get my mind off something, when I'm stressing about something. If I'm unsure about something, I just get on the game and I'm not thinking about anything but playing the game and winning or something. Especially for like 2K, for sure, because will get on that game, go crazy in the wreck or something, really get into something, and just like meet random as well as meeting random people online that are cool and that you hang out with a while. Because me and Vaughn met through one of my old teammates in college, and we became good friends since then. And it's been good vibes. You know what I'm saying? We just talk it up. That's what we do here.
Sometimes we don't even like get on the game to play the game. Like niggas get on the game and just have a conversation about shit going on in life. Game just it's just like it's a safe haven in a way.
Yes, because sometimes we get on the game, put our headphones on, sitting at the main menu or the main screen on the PS5, just sitting there chatting it up, chopping it up about nothing. Like, hey man, talking about like, hey, what'd you do today or something like that. Just chopping it up about life. And man, it's got us through a lot too over time. Like even as a kid, I used to get in the game and just vibe. I think that's why I really started to love video games and love the time I spent on the game as well. Cause like as the game saved you from anything like mentally stressful, like stress or anything like that, or just kind of
It definitely has like avoided me stressing out about certain shit,
mm-hmm.
or like it has taken my mind off of it for a decent amount of time. Like I could get on the game and just be on the game for like hours, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I won't even think about certain shit that's going on that's like on my mind really. It just goes back in my head.
Yeah.
Until I'm off the game or until some other shit comes up. But yeah, for the most part, the game really do help. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's like that. And then you're having fun at the same time. On top of that, that's really all that matters. And just having fun in life is something everybody needs. Like just fulfilling happiness at a time. But moving on from there, like are there ways we were talking about goals in the beginning of the episode? Like, are there any ways you'll achieve those goals or how you want to achieve them? Or is it like
the game? Like I want to get in the streaming and shit. Like we talked about that already.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We could start streaming on some like AMP shit.
Yeah,
I know. And honestly, I've seen Twitch and all that take niggas extremely far in recent years. So like that's definitely a goal for me, just to get the setup right and all that other shit and start streaming. Honestly.
Now we definitely been talking about that, but I noticed with us though, like we've been talking about this podcast for probably over like 6 months now. Probably over like 6 months now, talking about this podcast. And the thing with us is like we never get it done. Like we never put it in to where we need to have it. Like I remember, I want to say early September last year, we were talking about, hey, getting a condo, putting money down on it, and then renting it out, or getting a house and renting it out. It never came from. It never did. But I understand, like we trying to get situated and stuff in life. But one day, like I want to make like we need to make moves where we're having steady income coming in. We can have a real job or whatever, but have a steady income coming in. And like for me,
streams of income is like the way, man. You can have one job, but that's not really gonna help. Like having multiple streams of income, that's really the way to success, honestly, and getting rich. So.
Yeah. And then if you lose one of those opportunities, you still have more money coming in at the same time. I also believe that I was thinking about like apartment buildings and everything. Like I want to buy an apartment complex one time in my life. I've also been speaking about getting a real estate license. Never did that.
Never did.
Like I just need like really.
I don't even feel like taking the
doing
class
stuff
for that anymore. I've been talking about that, but I don't even feel like taking the class for that no more.
Yeah,
Like it's really all come down to motivation, honestly.
yeah,
I just feel like in recent years I just started lacking motivation to do a lot of shit that I really wanted to do.
yeah.
But like once we get back into the swing of that, I'm telling you, we go far for sure.
Yeah, man. Because we talk all the time. Like we have like these high goals, high aspirations for
Good
what
ass
we want.
ideas too.
Yeah, they're great ideas to be in life, but it's like we're afraid or we're second guessing ourselves to how we want to do it, or we just put it off like, okay, maybe this won't happen. This happened right now, so we're not gonna worry about that.
Mhm.
But we're just like, and we have the money mindset. Like both of us, I can tell we're money oriented. Like when the money is, we're gonna be at, but we're not gonna sell ourselves out to get that money. You know, it's like if you know what I'm saying here. It's like, yeah, we'll work for like big companies and stuff. We have to. We'll do our best, hard work, whatever we got to do. But like we feel we're getting disrespected anyway or something. Like we're gonna get out
I'm
of there.
definitely out.
Yeah, we're gonna be out because we're not gonna sit there and be disrespected by anybody.
That's just
It's,
our generation, though. I feel like our
yeah,
generation is just like fuck a job, fuck whatever. Like we gonna do what we want to do, no matter what.
that's a good thing to bring up though. Like, how would you compare us, like our generation, to older generations? Like, how would you explain that?
Truthfully, I mean, I think there's pros and cons, honestly, because I see like the older generation from on my behalf, the older generation, they like extreme go-getters to me, which is
Yeah.
kind of motivating because like I
Mhm.
never seen them like without shit, or even if they didn't have shit, they was finding different ways to get that shit.
Mhm.
But for our generation, we gonna find a way too, but at the same time, we're not gonna take nobody's shit either. So it's
Yeah.
like it's harder for us because like we not backing down to niggas that's higher up or whatever.
Mhm.
But at the same time, we gotta find out a different route to get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ain't taking shit from nobody.
Yeah. Like my thinking about it is like the older generation, our generation, we haven't learned how to like get along with each other. Like the older generation be like, all right, y'all are lazy, you won't go out and work and stuff, or that they'll think like, okay, $40,000 is gonna get you enough to really live on and stuff, because that's how they thought like in the 80s and 90s. Because $40,000 back then was probably, I don't know how it would translate, but it's probably that's like 80 to 100 nowadays. That can get you a nice house and everything from there and on, get you a couple cars and stuff. But they're like, oh, you guys are being lazy now. Like you can't go buy a house at 30. You can't do this. You can't do that. Like stuff's crazy nowadays.
And the older generation, they could make like little money stretch. Like I seen that shit with my own eyes. They could make $50,000 stretch a long way. Like for us, for example, our generation, we get our hands on 50K, bro. That shit gone in a week, 2 weeks, easy. No cap.
That's what like it's like. I mean, you could live on that for a year if like you got your finances and budget
We
right.
can really go through money, honestly. That's another thing I want to work on personally, because I really would blow through money. Like I treat that shit like it's nothing.
I got that issue. So like living with your parents, like you're like, okay, I can blow through this money, whatever. I'm gonna have money left and everything. But
I'm always thinking like, I'm about to get paid again. It's whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna get paid again. But once you like living by yourself, like, oh, I got rent. Okay, I gotta pay this car. Okay, I gotta go eat. Okay, maybe I gotta take my girl out or something.
Right.
All right, cool. Like something's wrong. I gotta get that something like that stuff fixed. Like it's just being like that part of manhood and stuff, and just being grown up, because women go through that stuff too as well. But I think another, as I said, another goal is just growing up and figuring all this stuff out, because everybody has to figure that stuff out at one point. Like you can't just be with your parents all the time. But I've noticed about it, what our generation is like, we have to stay with our parents longer because everything is so inflated and so expensive nowadays. Well, we're paying people talking about, okay, like I used to pay $800 for rent. Okay, my mortgage was $1,000. I'm like, where is this at? Because I'm like, when I was looking for a house, mortgage was like $2,200. Apartments like down here in Maryland, like a nice apartment, probably gonna pay $2,500 for a good one, $2,000, decent one, $1,500 and stuff.
$2,000 in Jersey get you a damn studio, like
exactly.
Not even a bedroom, not even like 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms run you a cool $3,000.
Yeah. But I kind of thinking about like our generation to the old generation, like they probably been like, cool, we can live in that studio apartment. Like with our generation, like, yo, you want the best,
make it work.
Yeah. we want everything now. I think that's the problem with us though. We don't know how to wait for it. Like I think what the problem is though with that is also social media and stuff. Like we can see these rappers, these singers,
Maybe young as hell.
billionaires, living life
Young as hell.
beautifully. Like, okay, I want this life. Got all the cars,
Mhm.
all the houses, like all the trips and everything. Like you're like, okay, I want this, but you don't think like how did they work to get there and how long did it take to get to that spot? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So to move on, like let's say with like the goals and like we set, like me and you, we're talking about maybe starting a apartment, buying an apartment complex, and then
Mhm.
renting out and everything. Like, how are we gonna work to do that?
Honestly, I feel like it's discipline. Like
Mhm.
every pay, niggas just start putting money aside towards it, and then from there we just work our way up. We gotta actually do research into seeing what's the best option for us, and even like where we gonna buy it, like depending on the location, because every location could be different. Like we could find a good spot in a different city that neither of us are in, but like for our money, it could really like take us further. So we just really gotta be disciplined and do the research on it. Honestly,
Right? Because I was thinking about like if we saved up a certain amount of money, I don't know how much it would cost,
Mhm.
but let's say buy an apartment, a nice like apartment complex in like the South,
Mhm.
cheaper area. We'll have a lot more money saved for that, and just go do that and go down there and buy it. But then I'm thinking we need someone to take care of it. We gotta pay them to do that. We gotta get the startup
Right.
costs and everything, and we need to figure out like how much that costs. And then we have to go to the bank and get the loans. But I know people like loans aren't always the best thing going to debt and everything. But if we have a goal and we believe we can get it done,
Mhm.
like that loan is just gonna be a loan. Like we paid off 4 or 5 years and boom, start making money on the top of that.
That's
It's kind of what I'm
that
thinking.
loan shit. I really like. I don't really agree with people when they be like downplaying loans because
Yeah.
everybody in debt, no matter how
Yeah.
you look at it. Everybody is in debt, and
Mhm.
they're like even rappers like when they
Yeah.
sign, they in debt. All that money they
Yeah.
got to pay back. So really, you just taking a gamble, but like you gotta believe in yourself that you're gonna make that shit work. And even if you don't make it work the first try, that don't mean you're not gonna make it work the second. They really, you just gotta keep going and keep trying. Honestly,
Yeah. Like I think the business owners and everything, like they just out here trying and trying and trying. Like you're gonna fail. And like I think that's what people are afraid of. Like that's
right?
what I learned in sales. Like you're gonna fail.
For
You're
sure.
gonna get no's. People aren't gonna respect you. People aren't gonna want to talk to you and stuff. You just gotta get through that. You can't let them like bring you down in life about that stuff. And then once
Right.
people realize that, yeah, it's like all right, like we can do anything. But once you get in that negative mindset, this is what I realized. Once you get in that negative mindset, you're never gonna do it. So like us, like we talked about this, like we're like, hey, like we're gonna do this. We never do it because we're like, how are we gonna do it? And we never
Exactly.
put
Just
forward to
keep
do it.
pushing it back.
Yeah, we're like, all
You gotta
right,
take that leap of faith. Honestly.
yeah, leave it fake. Like as you were talking about earlier, like our Twitch stream and stuff. Like we've been talking about doing it for 2K, but we were talking about doing it for 2K23. Never did it, and we had all the time in the world to do it.
That's a
We'll have
fact.
all the time to do it. So like when 2K24 starts, like we're gonna have this YouTube channel. Like hopefully, I mean, it's not gonna blow up overnight and stuff. Like as we build gradually over time, add the Twitch to it, and I want to start doing like reactions and stuff as well through this YouTube channel. I guess we'll have our podcast. I think we were talking about doing it once or twice a week, every week, and then and then we'll do reactions and everything to it. But it's gonna take a lot of hard work and time. But we're just trying to keep people entertained and give them good life advice as well. I mean, we thought this was gonna be more goofy than it is, but it's like important topics to us.
Nah,
So
man.
that's how we're moving forward with it. Man,
Look,
how you think 2K24 gonna be, man?
bro, from the way it's looking, it's not looking good because they charging niggas hella bread just to play the game now. That's already about to like a lot of people not even interested in the game no more.
Mm,
You gotta spend like 400 just to get the game started. Honestly,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's actually crazy because we already got to pay for the game, then we gotta pay 400 just to really be good at the game. But you know me, I'm gonna get it done. I'm the best
yeah. See,
player in the world.
I man, he's a little cat, he's a little cat.
That's
But
cap.
no, yeah, it's cat. Stop
I'm
lying,
the best 2K player you know.
capping. But on the real though, like when I'm thinking about it, how 2K is like getting over on people and stuff. Like when I was a kid, like 8 years old, I didn't have the money, and my parents weren't gonna give me the money to spend 150 on the game, spend another 100 on one player to get them maxed out, and then what, the $20 or $10 a month you can spend on the season pass upgrades and stuff,
It's a
which is
fact.
ridiculous. Yeah,
When we was younger though, we used to like be grinding on 2K. Like we would spend hours on that game. Because I know for sure I used to spend hours on that game because my mother definitely wasn't giving me bread to buy no VC or none of that. Like I used to be grinding hella hours on 2K, working for that VC, playing hella my career games and everything.
but I'm
But, like,
thinking about it now.
Now we be quick as hell to buy VC because we got our own bread. But yeah, even for the younger kids now, like that shit not cool because what they gonna do?
That's exactly like going on that. Like when I was a kid, what, let's say I was playing 2K11. I've been playing 2K since like heavily since like 2K9. I skipped 2K10, but every year after that I had it. It's like 2K11.
2K10? That wasn't that the year Kobe was on the cover?
Yeah, I skipped 10, man.
Crazy.
But it didn't even look like Kobe on the cover. He was too light skinned. I'm like, who's
Crazy.
this? He looked like Kobe. But no, RIP Kobe though. But like 2K11, like, I mean, RIP, man. That's real. But
What, bro?
RIP Kobe. What's
RIP Kobe, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why you would just say that randomly though.
It's me. You know I have no filter. You know I have no filter. Like I'm gonna say it if I gotta say it.
We're gonna get canceled already.
But I didn't even say anything wrong though. You know
well,
what
I'm gonna get canceled because that wasn't even supposed to be funny.
But what I'm saying is, like 2K11, I could grind my. I mean, you had to grind from like a 45 overall, but it was reasonably like I was reasonable to get to like a 99. Like it would take you maybe a week of grinding and stuff, and it wouldn't take that long to really do it because they're giving you so many. It was skill points back then. And then 2K12, 2K13 was still like 2K14. Like I put like $20 on the game and it would get my player to like a 90 or something. It was cool.
Right.
2K15, same thing.
Now they're just trying to make money, bro. That's all they're really trying to do.
But I think 2K18, when they were charging like haircuts and everything, that's when that game just fell apart.
It went downhill. Yeah,
it went downhill. 2K19, I like 2K19, 2K20. That was during COVID though, so 2K20 really like
we
that.
Still every year though, and then we still be like the main ones on 2K heavy.
Yeah,
but it still is a bad game. But like at the same time, it still be fun.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm just thinking cost wise, like every year in 2K, buy the game, whatever. Like cool, like might spend $200 altogether. But like these last 2 or 3 2Ks, it's like I gotta spend $500 plus just to be competitive and have fun on the game.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy to me because why am I spending this much on 2K? Like I was saying, like this year, like I was dead serious about this. Like I think I gain shares, so I'm not gonna have to buy it. But I was thinking again the League Pass one because we be betting a lot. Tragic, wasting money, but that's what we do. But we got.
I got some war stories about.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that real soon. But I was thinking like I'm just gonna get the game. I'm gonna put VC on my first player, and then I'm done putting VC in the game after that. Like everything else is gonna be what I earn playing the game. And that's what I'm gonna do it. I mean, it'd be nice if someone could buy me the game. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what goes.
Definitely gotta buy me that game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone gotta buy me that game.
We got like 2.5 weeks though, or 2 weeks.
2 weeks though. But speaking about the war stories with betting, man, what's been going on with our betting lately?
Bro, I've seen the good side and I've seen the bad side. Like it's really no in between, honestly. Like you could really have a great day betting, or you could have the worst day in the world.
Right.
Recently we've been having the worst days, bro. I swear. But when football and basketball come back, we're gonna be up again. But baseball, that shit has been crazy.
It's dead now because I was thinking about it, I'm like, these pitchers' money lines weren't this, or not their money lines. These pitchers like overs weren't this high earlier in the season. Like when I'm looking back, I'm looking at Spencer Strider and them. I'm like 10Ks. Like pitchers we know are gonna show up, don't show up certain days, and I'm like, all right, like this is my last day, and then when football starts, I'm back to it. So I'm like, I'm losing
on the breaks of football for sure.
Because we made, what day was that? We put the boost together and we both added money to it. So we made like $1,000 to combine, took $500 a piece. Like that was our last good day we had betting really. And then
we had a few like $100 or $200 bets we went after, but that was the last good day we actually had. That was a while ago now.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, we're in these discords and stuff. We just not here anymore. So I'm like, there's no point of betting. There's no point
Wasting
betting on
money on discourse. I promise you, you do better on your own.
Yeah, we would, but that's the thing though.
Better
We
on
were
your
doing
own.
better on our own because we
I
go
just be
bet.
trying to get other ideas from niggas, see what they thinking and shit. But
Yeah,
for the most part, I feel like I make the most money when I make my own bets.
yeah.
So
I don't know how football season works, but like I remember Logan Webb, we just put that in randomly. We're like, all right, like we know what he's going to do here. He got us for us. Pitches like a complete game, 10K shutout or something crazy. And all before the All Star break. And
we had Blake Snell that one time. But that was like an angry bet that I did too, because I'm like, damn, we having a bad day. I'm like, fuck it, he gonna have to fix this for me.
that was the money.
He had like 11 Ks. I was like, yes sir.
We like looking stupid. I'm like, bro, how we lose this much money in this amount of time? And I'm just thinking, I'm looking at it. I'm like, bro,
So you get sold by one person.
sold
like
by one person.
With Kyle Tucker, he couldn't hit a home run, and Manny Machado, and who else did we have? Kyle Schwarber, I think it was.
It was Kyle Tucker. Remember, Kyle Tucker couldn't hit the home run.
Kyle Tucker, he didn't hit it, but on the ticket,
the home run today.
Schwarber and Manny Machado and Kyle Tucker.
Yeah,
other two hit, and then he want to hit a home run today. Like that's the shit that be making me mad, honestly.
And then we'll have a ticket like a 3-leg parlay home runs, and then one person hits 2 home runs on the ticket, and no one else gonna hit a home run. I'm like, that's not making sense.
We could have won way more bread if we just bet for the person with 2 home runs.
Last night with our KBO ticket, our Korean baseball ticket, 1 leg gonna miss by like a run. I think
it was a run.
Something crazy. Like
I was mad, bro. I really thought that was the one too.
That was the one, but I'm like, this betting stuff is not adding up right now.
It's all right though, bro. When football season come back, we getting that shit back in blood. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and I feel like this is gonna be a good year, like with the teams and everything for football. Like, this is gonna be a good year. For sure.
And then we have a fantasy football coming up. I think we're doing that draft. What was it? September 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, it's the 3rd.
Yeah, so that's a $50 league. We definitely gonna get in there. It's gonna get active in there, like usual.
I'm winning this year. That's all I'm saying. I'm winning this year.
That
was actually crazy though.
I'm happy he's all right and everything now, but like them canceling that game like messed up the whole league.
The whole league.
Because I had like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs left to play, and then somebody else had.
I was already out of it by then, but still.
Oh yeah, you were.
My team sold me. Yeah, but it's all right. I'm winning this year. I don't even care.
But like, let's speak about fantasy football. Like, who are you thinking about drafting this year, or like who do you think is gonna have a good year?
First pick.
I don't know who's not
first. You know who I'm taking.
You gonna take Christian?
No, bro. Come on now. You know who I'm taking.
Who you usually be taking? Henry?
Saquon, man.
Are you gonna take Saquon?
For sure.
All right.
As long as nobody take him, but I'm taking Saquon. That's what I'm going after. He got a lot of food this year.
Yeah.
I know he's still mad deep down, so yeah, for sure.
But I'm looking around.
QB, I don't know what QB really gonna snap. Like a lot of QBs got a lot to prove this year, honestly. But what's his name? Justin Fields. He kind of trash, but he get a lot of fantasy points.
I think he's gonna win MVP this year.
Okay.
No, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead serious.
All right, let's slow it down.
Listen. 10th overall pick, they drafted a offensive tackle. They bolstered that offensive line. They got some wide receivers now. They got DJ Moore, MVP. This year. And I got him for like 4,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing.
Win games.
They're gonna win games this year. I like Tremaine Edmonds at middle linebacker too. They might overpay for him a little bit. But I'm telling you, this is year 3.
Like Jalen Hurts got a lot to prove too. The way he fumbled, like that was actually a disappointment. So I feel like he actually could still be a good pickup for a QB. But yeah, Justin Fields is not. That's
MVP. I'm telling you, he's gonna be MVP this year.
That's crazy. I saw a lot of people talking about what's his name, Joe Burrow.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, Justin Fields. If not, Lamar Jackson.
I can see Lamar Jackson doing this thing for sure.
I'm telling you that.
Him and OBJ, I feel like they're gonna have a good connection on the field. So I can see that. Justin Fields, absolutely not. MVP is crazy. He could have a good year though.
I'm telling you, MVP.
Bro, what's the odds on that?
But the odds probably like plus 15,000. I'm gonna put 5 on that at time and win what? Crazy. A lot of money. Like you think I'm playing with you? I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I like DJ Moore too at wide receiver in fantasy. I'm liking Terry McLaurin. I'm I'm liking the boy from the Ravens they just drafted, Zay Flowers. I'm liking him. I'm liking him, man. I think my first round pick though, I'm gonna try to go after Tyreek Hill, and if I can't get him, I'm gonna try to get Justin Jefferson. You know, so I'm going for the money this year.
All right, Tyreek Hill still got to share the ball though. So
well, Waddle.
Yeah,
I like, but listen, bro, Tyreek Hill had what 1,800 yards receiving last year, 1,700 yards receiving, something crazy. Waddle, I see Waddle getting about 1,300 this year. So I mean, if Waddle comes to it, he comes to it. I'm gonna get Waddle. But
he's even up here. Yes, he is.
What's his odds?
Oh, what? He's only plus 2,000.
See, FanDuel knows something I know then.
Nah, but that's actually crazy. I don't see that nigga winning.
I'm telling you, that's what I see. Because remember when Lamar won MVP, no one was even looking at that. They didn't even remember that. But that's what I feel right now with Justin Fields, how he's going to do it. Yeah.
I don't got him down for that, though.
You said what?
I don't got him down for that. Not yet. Maybe next year.
I'm telling you, he's going to win MVP this year.
We're going to see.
At least Offensive Player of the Year, he doesn't do that.
No. Offensive Player of the Year is going to a wide receiver, bro. Come on.
Bro, you hating.
Bro, you know that's not going to a quarterback. That's going to a wide receiver for sure. Especially with the wide receivers in the league. You got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. It's going to one of them for sure.
But Williams is coming back on the Broncos. Went towards ACL last year. I remember I picked him up like second round. Oh, I forgot his first name. Not Jalen Williams. So let me look it up real quick.
Let's talk about Williams.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams. Because I remember picking him up first round last year, or maybe it was second. I don't remember what it was, but towards ACL, like week 2, week 3. I'm like, but my season is over. But I somehow came back on it, got it done. Usual.
I can see that though.
Yeah, I could spread. And then I think Deshaun Watson, I know like what he like off his field stuff, like it's crazy and stuff, but I think he's gonna have a good bounce.
I'm still a believer. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still like he got a lot of talent. He just gotta put all that extra shit aside.
Yeah, but he gotta man. Stay out the parlor, man. Stay out the massages, man. Because that boy's stupid. I don't know what he was thinking.
Bro, did they even prove anything yet though?
But I don't even know if he's guilty though. I'm just saying, just stay away.
No, that's a fact.
Because like part of me is like, okay, he might have been set up. Part of me like this dude might be crazy. Part of me like
Jilly stayed by his side. That's all that matters.
Yeah, she did stay by his side. I like how she did that. Because usually like people be like, all right, you under scrutiny and stuff. All right, I'm out. But she really stayed by his side. Like, I really respect that.
That's why I think that shit might be capped, truthfully.
Yeah.
Because most girls, they not staying down for that shit. But the fact
but you think she was real for that, or she was looking for money?
No, she wasn't looking for money.
But because come on, he signed that 5-year, 260.
Yeah, he got a bag, but like you feel me? I know there's a lot of niggas that want her. That's number one. Number two, it's not like she's some broke girl. Like she got her own bag too. So I don't think it was for money. I think she really just a real one, truthfully.
I remember she was like jumping around. Wasn't she messing with DeJounte Murray like way back?
Bro, are we trying to discredit her now? Like what's going on?
What's my bad? I'm hating. My fault, Jilly. I ain't mean like I ain't trying to discredit you. That's on me.
This nigga is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's on me. I'll start hating for no reason too. That's the hate. That's the hating stuff. But yeah, man.
Football definitely gonna be interesting this season.
Yeah.
I'm honestly though, I can't wait for basketball. Still, the shit just ended basically, but I still can't wait for that shit to come back.
But
I need Brown to go get that ring.
So you thinking you want Brown to get number 5?
Yeah, I need him to go get that. Sure.
All right, man. Let me ask you a question about basketball here, though. Like we're going all over the place in this podcast, so might as well. So let's say like what's he gonna average this year?
Easy, like 25, 6, 7, 25, 5 and 5 at least, but I'm gonna be around there.
I think if AD can stay healthy this year, like fully stay healthy and like fully believe in his body, I think he can win MVP.
He could.
He really gotta believe in his body.
Really a problem, bro. He just can't stay healthy. I'm telling you, he's a problem for sure.
I remember during COVID, I forgot what that gym was called, whatever it was. when they were in
The
Florida.
bubble season.
Yeah, the bubble season. I remember they were like, yo, like AD is better than Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
And he was better than him at the time. Like
AD
bubble
could
AD was
really
crazy.
be the best center in the league if he just like stay healthy. Besides
my,
Jokic,
like-
I don't know. Jokic give him a run for his money, obviously, but other than that, them two could really be at the top if AD could just stay healthy.
But when I'm thinking like when AD's really on it, like he's confident, he's healthy, like he's like talking his stuff, bro. Like he is the best big man in the league. Like there's no comparing him because he is the foot speed. He could like when the shot's on, he could shoot. He'll dunk on you. He got post moves. He'll rebound because even when he's having a bad game, he's gonna give you 15 boards and like 3-4 blocks. Like that stuff's amazing. Like at least I want him with defensive player of the year this year. That's at least because I see him play sometimes and it's kind of like how like I'll play basketball sometimes like you got to go to the game like ready to play and stuff. Like you can see when someone was ready to play, and if you can see in their eyes they're not ready to play, they aren't gonna play. So that's what I see in AD. It's like he lost love of the game, or like when he won that ring, he stopped really trying like that. Because in the conference,
I feel like energy. I say energies. Injuries could really be like play a role in that too.
Yeah,
he probably lost confidence from being injured.
Yeah,
or that shit just probably fucked with his mental. Mm-hmm. So like you really never know what else be going on behind the scenes, but. Yeah. If he could stay healthy this year, he could definitely go far. Sure, the whole team could.
Yeah, but we were talking about, I guess, like a little bit of mental things, like how we play the game to reach stress and things. But like, as like professional athletes and everything, I'm just thinking about professional athletes and everything. Like, we really don't know what's going on behind closed doors and stuff. Like, they could be having issues with their girl, they could be having issues with their family, issues with money and stuff. We never know. It's like. We gotta think about that as fans as well. Like they can have stuff going on behind the scenes where it's affecting them.
Fans don't be caring about that shit. They just want to see the entertainment, honestly. Yeah. And that's the down part of being a celebrity or being someone famous in general. Because for me personally, I just want the money. Fuck the fame, truthfully.
Yeah.
I know I'll get canceled quickly because niggas not about to say what they want to say to me or about me and think I'm not gonna respond. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'm gonna respond. However, I want to respond too. So
you're gonna be like Westbrook and them. Like try to get him kicked out the game, or like you gonna go after him.
Westbrook, he be saying shit too, but he be calm sometimes too.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not even thinking like in the basketball perspective because I probably would have been out the league, truthfully.
Yeah.
Because niggas on the sidelines be saying some wild shit sometimes just to try to get in niggas' head. And me, I'm gonna say something back. They definitely gonna give me hella fines or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna talk my shit right back for sure.
I don't think you get fined if you say something back. It's just like if you
they've been throwing fines at
people. Oh, they have, yeah. But I'm saying as long as you don't touch them, you're fine. Like don't touch them. But like playing him, oh man, I'm from Massachusetts and stuff. Like I've been around Boston and everything. Like I'm from that area. Like I know those fans are crazy and stuff. Like I know like the issues that have been like
Boston fans are actually terrible.
Yeah, they like if you're not like a Boston player. But even like they even disrespecting Bill Russell back in the day, like and he played for the team, which is crazy. But like I know how it is, like in there, like it's what it is, man. It is what it is, but I can't say a lie. I can't say a lie about it, but that's what it is. Like playing in Utah, I think who was that player? I think it was Westbrook in Utah. Like someone said something like racial to him.
Utah racist as hell too.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to figure out. But like it's like the fans can do whatever they want, but the players don't get the opportunity to like speak up for themselves. It's like they need to be quiet and mute and just let that stuff happen. Like people could be disrespecting their kids, disrespecting their families. They're not gonna be able to say anything because they're too afraid to be fined or put out of place or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely have to pay that fine.
I'll probably take the fine.
I'm gonna say something back.
Like, but if I'm making like 200 mil, I could take a $50,000 fine. Be cool. Yeah. I'd be like, guess whatever. For sure. Man. And then let's talk about baseball here, man, a little bit. Who you got win the World Series?
Honestly, before I was saying the Angels, but that's looking dead now. Angels, they season about to be over with.
But I told you that though. I'm like, bro, they not gonna go in.
I have faith, man.
Yeah.
I was trusting in Gotani.
But he kind of fell off though. Like he not hitting home runs like he used to.
Nah, he did fall off.
Yeah, but
they also been walking him.
They've been walking him. He's been striking out a lot. He's been striking out a lot though.
But like this year, was like my turnaround year for baseball. Like I wasn't even no baseball fan. Honestly, betting is what made me like get into baseball more. But it's really not that bad. But yeah, to win, I don't know. I think the Rays up there because I seen them have some crazy ass comeback games, and then the Braves they just got a decent ass squad. So we'll see, man.
I'm from I'm around the Baltimore area. Like
Don't tell me you're taking the Orioles.
I've seen what the Orioles have done, how they come up this year. Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Santander, all them boys, boy, they're nice. They're nice. I'm telling you, they're nice.
You might make it far, but I don't got the
They're pitching kind of weak though. But listen, I'm trying
they
to say,
definitely don't have a pitcher that could like carry them for sure.
About like in the beginning of the season, like I took my girl to a game, whatever. They had a walk-off hit. That's the way beginning of the game. I'm like, okay, they started off pretty good. I'm like, all right, they're gonna fall off. Mm-hmm. Then out of nowhere, boom, they like won 75 games right now. I think they're in first.
Yeah, they just lost today though, but
I think they're gonna win it all though.
Nah.
If not, I think Houston might repeat. Houston's dangerous. The Rangers are dangerous too. People don't know about the Rangers.
Nah, they all got a decent like squad. I feel like this year it would be like good because there's a lot of good ass teams to me.
The Braves are around. Braves are dangerous, like because
the Braves are dangerous.
We'll see them put up 13 runs in like the 6th inning on some random stuff. Can never bet a pitcher against them because it's over. And Acuna definitely gonna win MVP. He probably like 50 stolen bases right now or something.
He almost
30 homer. He's almost at 60.
Yeah,
bruh.
And he just stole another one today. So yeah.
But let's backtrack here, like to go with betting. Like I know, like people are like, okay, you're betting, you're losing money and stuff. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we've been up and we've been up well. Like in total, right now we probably are up. Mm-hmm. Like I know what the app's saying stuff, but like with our actual money, we've made money off of it. Yeah. But what I'm saying here is, with betting, it's really got me back into sports, like watching every game, understanding sports and stuff again. Like because I remember during the playoffs, like we would get on the game, put our headphones on, turn on our TV,
watch the game,
and watch the game, talk about the game, talk about basketball, look at our bets and stuff. But like we were more like fans of the game, watching that. Even in the regular season,
be mad as hell the bets don't hit, but it was like good as hell to actually focus into the game.
We made a lot of money off the Nuggets though in that second round, a lot of money. But going back
too,
yeah. We were out here watching Rockets games in the regular season, Magic game in the regular season. Like betting really has like.
Exactly. Like imagine watching the Magic in the Rockets.
Watching the Magic, but it's bringing like fans to those teams. Like I'm watching Markelle Fultz. I'm like, okay, his game is nice. Like they're talking about he's a bust and stuff, but like his game is nice now. Going to the Rockets, watching Jalen Green. I'm like, okay, like he got some game. Like yeah, he's gonna miss a lot, but they had no direction on that Rockets team. I'm like, oh, these boys are hooping. So like I'm learning a lot about these teams and these players.
Even with the Thunder, like watching the Thunder, they got like the youngest group out of everybody in the NBA.
I like Josh Giddey and
they really went kind of far this year because nobody expected them to make it that far. They ain't even have an actual center. Like they was just out there.
Chet coming back this year too.
Exactly. They was just out there hooping. So this year is gonna tell you. This year is gonna be a turnaround year for a lot of people because a lot of teams.
So let's talk about Victor, man. What are you expecting from Victor this year?
I don't know. In the summer league, he was looking low scary. I don't know. But I know when he go against them bigs in the league, they're not going to take it light on him. Because if he got to go against AD and D, Giannis, good luck.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about it. It's going to be
all around summer league. He was falling to little niggas. Like, there's no way you getting bumped and you just drop into the floor by little ass niggas.
Yeah.
Imagine Giannis and beating all of them, bro. He going to be flying out the ring.
But they're gonna put some weight on him, or maybe not some weight. I think they say he's like 230 right now, so they put like good 10 pounds.
He better get on that Giannis shit because Giannis was frail when he came into the league, and now he just hockey as shit.
But them weights are serious in basketball.
Mad shit though.
He was
talking about how niggas need to like slim down and shit. Yeah, like bro, you need to get your weight up. Like niggas not take it easy on him at all.
Arguably the two best players of all time, Michael Jordan and LeBron, been in that weight room, and that's when they got nice. Mm-hmm. That's when they got nice. I'm thinking about all the great bigs of all time, Hakeem, Shaq, all them. They're big dudes like David Robinson.
He lucky as hell he don't got to go against Shaq.
Boy, Shaq would have gave him 50 and 40.
Easily.
Easily. He would have fouled out in like the second quarter, maybe.
No cap.
But speaking on like Victor, like I'm thinking he's gonna have like what people are expecting from him. They're probably expecting him to do like 20, 10, 3 blocks a game this year. I'm thinking he's gonna have more like 14 points, 6, 7 rebounds, like a block, 2 blocks a game or something.
I think he's gonna get a handful of blocks, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like in the paint he could probably protect the paint a little more just off his height. But as far as scoring go, I don't think unless he's shooting more, I don't think he's gonna be able to score in the paint like that. So we're gonna see that.
I see what you're saying there.
But he got a shot too. He just gonna have to actually shoot.
He's gonna have to practice a little bit more though to be like that knockdown shooter. Because I think that's gonna be his key, getting that jump shot down. Because if he gets the midi, the 3, but he really gets that midi down, they can't guard him. They're not gonna be able to guard him. 7-4, get that ball up like as high as he can get it. You're not gonna block it either. But
watching him against Jokic, yo, that's gonna be a good game to watch. I feel like if he actually get good by then. But in the paint, Jokic gonna fuck him up.
What I'm thinking here is like, so are they gonna play him at the 4 or the 5? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where they gonna play him? Like,
because who else is on the Spurs now?
Sohan. Dang, I don't really know that.
Sohan's not playing. Yeah, I don't know they roster like that, but Sohan's not playing.
I mean, unless they do. Is Collins on the team?
I think he might be, but that's
Zach Collins.
He not like he in the
He's
same
like a 4-man too.
Yeah.
Wait, let's look at that roster real quick. Keldon Johnson, that boy's nice. Trey Jones, Zach Collins, Devin Vassell's nice.
Bro, they got people put here at the center position, but all these niggas like 6'9" and 6'8".
I see Gordy Jang, so he all right.
He's like 6'10".
Yeah, they kind of short though, but
exactly. He gonna have to run the 5. Even if he won't run the 5, bro, he gonna get work from the 5s on the other team. So,
but we could throw him at the 5. You could throw him at the 4. You going against the Bucks?
He gonna get work.
But I'm saying, when you go against the Bucks, where are you gonna?
Giannis is at the 4 anyway.
But I'm saying, but you throw him at the 5. You know, Brook Lopez can get busy in the post if he really wants to. I seen him in the playoffs when Giannis was hurt. He got busy in the post. Giannis gonna take him full speed down court, put his shoulder into his chest, and boom on him.
Before he even get to the paint, he gonna be on the
boom on him. Like, he better take some charges or something. Like, he better be in the ice bath at the game. It's like one of those games.
Take the paint. So
yeah,
that shit not gonna be easy when you gotta go.
It's not gonna be easy. Like, he don't know what he wants to do. I mean,
we're gonna see though. Season
Tatum at the 4 sometimes. Celtics put Tatum at the 4. I know he's not gonna want to mess with Robert. I mean, Robert Williams not no scorer or nothing like that, but he really put on his head if he really wanted to. A lot of centers.
That's why I want to see more minutes from
Randall. You said what?
Minutes from Robert Williams this year too.
The problem with
them using him OD.
His endurance is like always messed up.
How he was like tired as hell.
It's endurance.
Yeah, I don't know, but he got to work on that because he really got talent.
Like, bro, like, because I see him like he's a defensive force. Like, he gonna get you 2-3 blocks a game. Like, I think he's better defensively than Jaren Jackson Jr. because he could rebound as well. Oh, you don't believe that?
Hell no. You started
go ahead with it. Let's see.
You started bugging. Nigga, Jaren Jackson?
Yes.
The only problem I got with Jaren Jackson is that nigga can't stay out of foul trouble.
He can't rebound, though.
Nigga, he could rebound.
What's he doing at 6'11", getting like 6 boards a game?
He is going to protect the paint.
Robert Williams is too. But I've seen Robert Williams protect the perimeter too, blocking shots from the perimeter. Like, I've seen stuff going crazy with him.
So has Jaren Jackson. And Steven Adams gonna come back this year too, so he ain't even gotta worry about the glass that much.
Yeah, Victor gonna have a trouble.
He gonna have a problem. I'm telling you.
But I'm thinking about it right now. Memphis's defense is going to be crazy. Steven Adams, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, Marcus Smart.
I'm still mad about that. Like, I can't.
I don't know why they traded him. I'm sick of that. That's
what my favorite play. Let that nigga go like that. But
yeah, that's my favorite Celtics.
Top 2 this year. Like,
I like Porzingis though, because we got 2 rim protectors now. We can start Porzingis at the 4 and start Robert Williams at the 5. And that paint's protected forever. Like, you're not getting a bucket in there. And then my man Tatum, when he wants to, he can lock down as well. Jaylen Brown can't throw his left hand.
Tatum be on the glass. I don't even know how, but he be on the glass.
He's like 6'8", big body though.
Glass.
Yeah.
putting up 12, 13 rebounds a game, bro.
That was in the playoffs, boy. Got them Sixers up out of there, which was crazy.
Then folded.
He did fold. He did fold.
He had some
He got
bad
hurt,
games.
though. He got
Yeah,
hurt.
but even before then, he had some bad games where they could have just like got shit out the way easily. But
But no one.
Jaylen Brown, he got work on his hand.
But people talk about Jimmy Butler as a superstar player and stuff. Where did he go the second half of that conference semifinal? I mean, not conference, the conference finals and the whole NBA finals. Where was he at?
I don't know. He was, I don't know, honestly, because playoff Jimmy's a different breed.
Yeah.
But after he got the Bucks up out of there,
Yeah,
it wasn't even the same, honestly.
it was insane.
Wasn't the same. You had Caleb Martin out there taking over some games. You had Gabe Vincent taking over some games. So I'm like, what, bro? He literally carried them through the Bucks and then just said, all right, y'all got the rest, basically.
But I'm going back on it and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, like, if any other superstar in the league, if you're going to call him a superstar, disappeared like that in those series like that,
They're not letting that shit rock.
Yeah.
They're not letting that shit rock at all.
They not letting, like, if, I know
just
we got
like
Braun.
For example, Braun, he give up the ball to somebody wide open, niggas be on his ass. Like, damn, why you pass the rock? Like, he wide open. Why wouldn't he pass?
No.
Then you got that video of Kobe going around right now where he went up on like 4 niggas when they was playing against the Rockets, but niggas be praising him, knowing that was the worst shot he could have taken right there. It's 4 niggas on him. Why would he not pass the rock?
But realizing hooping for a minute and like playing with people and you realize they're favorite player. But when people say their favorite player Kobe, I know automatically they're Jack. I know they're not gonna swing that rock or nothing. I ain't gonna swing that. I'm
That's
like, bro, you can't.
But at the same time, Kobe was like, I feel like a lot of people fuck with Kobe because he also motivated niggas. Like, even though he was like a Jack, that nigga, he really had a whole different mentality when it came to the game. Like, he was outsmarting niggas, getting in niggas' head. Like, he was taking shit beyond basketball. And that's really why a lot of people fuck with Kobe. Because I fuck with Kobe. But like, Braun to go in my eyes. That's just what it is. So.
Like, Kobe definitely did some great work, like off the court. I think he won an Oscar for one of his, like, I think he had an animated like movie or something. Won an Oscar for that off the court and everything. He's gonna do, like, I think he was gonna have a better career off the court than he did on the court. Like, he had that type of potential in him. And then he was hooping and stuff. Like, he was a genius. But the reason why he was allowed to put all the shots was he put in more work than everybody else.
Who was gonna say something to Kobe?
Yeah, what are you gonna say to him? Like, what are you gonna say to him? Yeah, that's that mama mentality. That's a real thing, though. But like, people, you're not gonna meet. You probably meet one person in your life with that type of mentality about anything. Have that much like passion about the game and all that. That's all you're gonna see. You're not gonna see that. I feel like Braun has that too, but in a different way. Like, he's not gonna go like to your face, like, yo, like, you suck, bro. Get into work, get in the gym.
Like the whole thing with Dylan Brooks, like, Braun just came back next game and gave that nigga a cool 20 and 20.
Spoke to him before the game. Spoke to him before the game. He said, I'm about to go crazy.
His shit, though, but he be doing that shit subtly.
He do. So, you seen the video when he was talking to Cameron Payne?
Nah.
But look that up, man. I think actually, you know what? I could show it on here. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go.
He definitely be popping his shit though.
Come on now, nigga, you was at home a year and a half ago. Now you want to pop off? Come on, don't do that. Now you want to talk off, nigga. Okay.
Braun definitely be popping his shit.
Like, he gonna talk his stuff. He really gonna talk his stuff.
But he gonna back it up on the court too. Like,
he gonna back it up.
Give niggas buckets.
Yeah. But like, some things I'm watching Braun and stuff. Sometimes I don't like, though, like a bad play will happen, like a bad shot, he'll walk back on defense or something. Like, I know he's old and stuff, but I never like respect that, like playing basketball and stuff. That's like,
Braun,
I know, but
he be playing it off sometimes because you might not think he coming down the court and he down there sending shit. Like, get a chase block out of nowhere.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, come on, man, just run down the court, man, get the defense going and stuff. Like, you can't just like power start coming up the court. But like,
bro, he older now.
But he been doing that for years now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But thinking about it though, like, if Braun and Kyrie stayed together their whole career, like, you think Braun would have won another ring in Cleveland or another 2 or 3 rings in Cleveland? Like, how do you think about that?
I think he could have got at least one more. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
definitely could have got at least one more.
Because I think
Ron and
that's the,
Kyrie, they were a good ass duo. I'm not even gonna lie. But I feel like at that time, niggas probably was just in the way. But I think that one was on Kyrie, honestly. I think his pride was just in the way. He wanted to be the number one guy and shit. But if they would have stayed together for sure, they could have got at least one more, if not two.
yeah, we going on that. Like, I think Kyrie was like, yo, I want to be the man and all that.
Mhm.
But since he's trying to be the man, he hasn't done a thing in the league. A thing in the league.
He realized that after, like,
Yeah.
I feel like he realized that after the fact. He was like, damn, like, I think he probably regret that too a little bit himself.
Speaking on that, like that's probably like one of his like regrets in life. Like have you have you had any regrets in life? You're like I shouldn't have done that. Or,
Nigga,
like thinking back at
hell yeah.
we've all had that.
I love regrets. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I got a lot of regrets in life.
As time goes on, like I won't even call them regrets anymore. I just be like, they lessons for the most part. But it's
I like
definitely
that.
sometimes where I was like, damn, I could have did that differently, or I could have
Yeah.
just avoided that period. But yeah, I definitely got hella regrets or had hella regrets. But now I just look at shit differently. And like moving forward, I just think about shit before I actually do it. So
Yeah, I understand that because I mean it's going all over the place with this podcast, but it's some real stuff we talking about. Yeah, but regrets, like I think I'll lay my head on a pillow at night. And I'm like, okay, like think about all the stuff that like gone wrong.
That'd be the worst though, bro. At nighttime, that'd be the worst. And you
maybe because that's when it's silent.
Why you trying to go to sleep or some shit?
That'd be the worst.
Your mind just start going, bro. That shit.
I'll think about everything I've done wrong in life and like how I could have done better. And then like I think about that every night, like just random stuff. Like okay, like I could have, I don't know. It's like something stupid sometimes. Like okay, like
you could have took sports more seriously.
Yeah, I could have took sports. I could have took school more serious. Like why did I say what I said to this person, or why did I do what I do to this person, or whatever? And you're like, okay, or like I should have said something here. I should have spoke up here or something. Like you just think about that in your mind. Like at the time though, it didn't really bother you, but you go to lay on that pill, you're like, bro, like what am I doing? But as you said, it's a lesson. Like okay, you messed up here. Like you got the consequence of it. But how you gonna learn from it? How you gonna better yourself as a person? But at the same time, I think about that stuff at night. I'm like, okay, this is making me a better person in the meantime. Like I'm not gonna get negative about it. I'm not gonna get down on myself. I'm gonna try to come up from these situations and be better. Yeah. So like at night though, like I heard something like a saying like when it gets quiet, that's when it's the most painful.
That's a fact. For sure.
That's definitely a fact though, because when it's like you're not talking to anybody, you're just alone by yourself. It's like okay, like why did I
start roaming, bro? And it feel like sometimes you don't even got control over that shit because your mind really like that could be your enemy, honestly.
Yeah, your mind could be your enemy
all over the place.
Yeah,
you could think about the worst shit. You could think about good shit too, but like the worst things could pop up in your mind at the wrong time, and that shit just how you fucked up, fucked up space, fucked up moment.
Keep you up all night just thinking about something like that.
Exactly.
And then people like next day, like you can look fine and everything, but you're like, bro, like whatever I was thinking about in my head that night, like it really messed me up.
That's a fact. And I feel like even with our generation, like we all go through shit and people don't even realize, like a lot of people don't know what people go through behind closed doors. So you could look like you good, you having the best life ever. Deep down inside, you could really be going through some hard ass times, some tough ass shit. A lot of people don't even know. Like
I started realizing that. Go ahead.
I feel like just checking on your friends and shit like that. That's something that I even try to do now, like more, because it's like mental health is really important.
That is important.
To me, like I feel like I've seen a lot in life, been through a lot in life that could make a person like want to just give up or whatever the case may be. And I know other people probably got the same shit going on. Don't even talk about it. So like, if I see my friends acting some type of way or going through some shit, I'd definitely be trying to reach out for sure, just to check on them and shit. And that's one thing that like we do for the most part.
We always check up on each other.
Have like check-ins with niggas and shit. Even if we don't speak for a minute, we'll call each other randomly and just check in, just see how niggas doing. So that's one thing I definitely like could say we do. That's a good thing, honestly.
Speaking of that, as like me and you, we always check up, like, yo, this is going on in our life. This is what happens. Like we'll speak yourself, like we'll speak through it and everything. But like even like when all the other friends come in the party, like we just chatting up, speaking about real stuff in life. Like we're not like yes, we joke around and stuff, but like we're always trying to make sure people are right. But
Okay.
what I realized is like I one of like my longtime family friends ended up committing suicide and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was thinking about it like to everyone when they're speaking, like, yes, she was happy and everything all the time. But and I'm like, as you said, you never know what's going on inside someone's mind. And you always
A
need to
lot
check
of
up.
people that really be going through the shit the most, they be trying to make other niggas happy.
Exactly.
That shit really could be draining, bro. Like, and you really could think shit fine because they sitting here laughing, making
Yeah.
jokes, but they really could be going through the worst shit, and they just doing that shit to make themselves feel better, but also make the people around them feel better. And
That
then,
is why, like, yeah. Like I can be in pain and stuff. I'm always gonna try to make like people laugh or something.
Mhm.
But I realized like over time, like I don't really share all the emotions and stuff I feel to like important people in my life that I need to. And like it gets me in trouble and stuff because I'm like, okay, like people like feel like, oh, you don't care or anything, or like
Mhm.
you're not like you're not like you have no emotion and stuff. So I've
Mhm.
learned like, hey, like I gotta start sharing emotion with people.
I'm
And it
the same
feels
way.
good too sometimes.
Yeah, I'm the same way though for the
Yeah.
most part because like one, I don't want motherfuckers to see me like in a weak state because I
Yeah.
feel like one people try to take advantage of you
Mhm.
and shit like that. But feel me, even if I'm not good, it's not much that many people could do for me anyway. So like,
Yeah.
I'm not the one to be like, damn, I'm fucked up right now.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, niggas could be like, damn, what's going on? I'm here for you, this, that, and the third. But what you really doing for me? Because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm here for you if you need anything. You reach out for something, they like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Or it could be simple shit like let's go get some food, let's go out for a drink or something. Niggas come up with some type of excuse. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Like I ain't tripping on it. But like, don't say you could be here for me, and then when niggas do ask for some type of help, you're not there. Like
But being there for somebody could just be picking up the phone, like,
literally.
oh, what's up, bro? Like, how is everything? Like,
Mhm.
is anything wrong? You need to speak on it. But
Exactly.
people don't want to do that. Like, I feel, how do I explain this? I feel a lot of people now are just fake and they're about themselves. Cause like it's not hard to check up on somebody, like how you doing and stuff.
That's
Cause
a fact.
that could be, cause this person could be going through everything bad in life right now. But just you picking up that phone, and being like, oh, what's up? They're like,
Damn, the
okay,
whole
cool.
day.
Someone's here for me.
Damn,
Someone's here for me. And that's what I'm like the last like couple weeks, last couple months, I've been realizing that stuff. Like I've been really thinking deeper and deeper in myself. Like, okay,
Mhm.
what can I do to make someone feel better? What can I do to stop like, cause how do I explain this? Cause like sometimes even when I get mad and stuff, like I get childish at a point where like I'm making jokes and everything about stuff.
Easily.
Yeah, you see it even like if you know when you get me mad and stuff, like you seen it like I'll like
Niggas
you
just
got me
start
mad before. I
smiling.
just start making jokes and stuff. Like it's not. I'm like, all right, watch this. I'm gonna get childish on you, and then I'm gonna make you even more mad than I am, and we not gonna get anywhere. So I do that stuff, but I'm like,
I feel like we don't even be getting mad though. We really just be clowning around if anything.
yeah, we be clowning around. But I was just like, as an example, like we got mad and stuff. Like I'm gonna get childish or whatever. Like I get like our feelings, like people gonna get their feelings hurt when you joking around sometimes. Like, all right, I'm gonna get a little defensive. I'm gonna get a little childish with it. But I'm realizing over like the next couple months, weeks, and everything, like you're not gonna get anywhere like that. Like you gotta be the bigger person at times. Just be like, all right, like just listen and stuff, and just take it and be like, hey, like yo, I don't like what y'all said right there, and speak on it as a man. And that's what I'm realizing on how to become a man like that. Like just speak on it respectfully and everything, not with emotion, not with all that, just with like logic and how you feel about the situation. And that's what people
A
been
lot of
realizing.
people don't even want to speak on shit for the most part.
Exactly.
Like me personally, sometimes I won't speak on shit. Like I won't be the first one to speak on it, but like if you come to me, I'm gonna speak on it.
Yeah,
But if you don't come to me, I'm not gonna speak on it. If you feel like some shit going wrong or you feel like some shit going on,
yeah,
you come to me and say that, and then I'll
Yeah.
speak on it.
Mhm.
But if you know you did some flawed shit, I'm not about to be the one to go to you and be like, bro, like, come on, because you at the end of the day, you know you did something wrong
Mhm.
because you could see it from the actions that followed it. Like
yeah,
when people really be guilty, they really start either avoiding you or they just be starting acting funny towards you. Like we know what's really good, but people just don't want to speak on it. They just rather be fake or pretend they don't know what's going on. I just don't really have time for that. I feel like in the past years I've been cutting people off like a lot easily just to like maintain my peace. So
I understand what you're saying there. So like, it's like the people, like the bad people in your life, the people who don't even attempt to like be better and stuff. You just getting them out.
it's
Like,
not even bad people all the time. It's just people like certain shit just piss me off. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Certain shit just piss me off because like I even cut off some good friends. I would say over some flawed shit that they did, knowing they did some flawed shit, and they just let it go by for too long. Like if we not speaking for a minute or whatever, and you just let that shit go for too long, it's like a dub. Because like now I'm cool off you because we ain't speak for mad long now. That go for family too. Like if we don't speak for a long time, I could just cut you off easily. Like you're not bringing nothing good into my life. You're not, so it's no point.
I'm gonna speak on it like this. I'm gonna try to like give you both sides on that. Like sometimes, like how you feel like sometimes you're not gonna speak up until someone speaks up. It's like at the same time they might be in the head like, oh, I'm not like maybe they did something bad to me or something I ain't like. I'm not gonna speak on it. And then y'all both get in a situation where y'all really not messing with each other at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
but I feel like when it's for me, for example, if I do something, first of all, I'm not even gonna sit here and say I don't do nothing flawed because I feel like, truthfully, I feel like I don't. But it could be times where I really do. But if niggas bring it up to me, or if I realize it later, I'm gonna bring it up to them like, yo, I apologize for that, or whatever the case may be. Like it's been times where I initiated an apology over some bullshit, but like as far as like doing flawed shit to my mans or somebody that I really fuck with, I don't just sit there and do that. I feel like that's not being real, truthfully, because how you gonna sit there and do something? Because I wouldn't want that shit done to me. I take loyalty very seriously, so like I'm not about to do something disloyal to you because I wouldn't want you to do that shit to me. Because if you do that shit to me, I'm gonna just probably cut you off right then and there, truthfully.
Right.
So
speaking of like seeing, like living life and stuff, you're gonna see some phony things. You're gonna see some like it could be your man's for years on years on years, and then out of nowhere they acting completely different because something changed in their life. As we've seen that before.
That's a fact.
And
rather just speaking on it like, oh, I'm going through some this and that happened, or you don't even gotta tell me what happened for you. You can just say, I'm going through something. I'm not really in the mood to speak on it right now. Whatever the case will be. That's a different story. Like, you could say that. But for you to sit there and just switch up on niggas because you got shit going on, everybody got shit going on.
Exactly.
But if you don't want to talk about it, you could at least let it be known that you got shit going on right now that got your attention or got you in a bad mood. Don't just be taking that out on the next man. But
I realize like
people gonna do what they want to do. I feel like it also comes back to how people was raised, honestly. But
I mean, we're both black. We both grew up in black households and everything. Like we kind of more taught like don't really like speak up if you need to, but don't really speak up on your emotions. And I feel like that's a big problem. Like
especially as a man, I feel like in today's generation, as a man, you can't really speak up unless you're talking to another nigga. Then you could speak up to your mans or whatever. But like as far as that go, if you showing too much emotions as a nigga, the world gonna just eat you alive.
We're gonna eat you. They're like, yo, he's soft. He's this. He's that. So like how we like we probably having a lot of emotion right now, but we staying like with a straight face and stuff because you're not gonna see how we really feel about a certain topic. Like we're not gonna sit here crying all that stuff. We're gonna sit here and like just deal with it how we deal with it alone.
Because it's not like it's shit affecting me right now, but it's just shit that you think back to later on. You're like, damn, like. But I was just thinking about that shit earlier, like when I was going through my archive and shit. I'm like, damn, like that was really my man's. Like, I don't even know if niggas good no more or nothing. Like. That should just be crazy. When you think back to all the people that came and went in your life or whatever the case may be, that should be taking a toll. I ain't gonna lie.
But, like, my parents give me like the best advice. My parents been giving advice like people in your life are gonna come and go, but like the people who stay like forever or whatever for a while, those are people that were supposed to be in your life, and those are people who really respect you and everything. Like people just leaving you and stuff like. They weren't supposed to be in life in the first place. Like, don't really sit on that and feel bad about that. They just weren't made for you. Like, even in life, like your goals and stuff, like you can have high, as you, like me and you, we have high goals and stuff. Like, we don't always put it to paper and always finish it, but we try to. Like, we can have friends, family, whatever, don't have high goals and be like, okay, they can bring us down all together where we're on like their level or lower than them. Like, well, we're not getting anything in life done. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So if we, I don't know, like, as you were saying, like you had to cut a lot of people off, but speaking on it right now, like, have you felt better for cutting those people off? Like, has life been better without those people?
I feel like it has for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like for me personally, I haven't cut nobody off and took a loss. You feel me? So it's
I
not
feel
like
you saying, yeah.
I cut somebody off and I'm like, damn, like I can't get this done no more. I can't do that no more. It's like I haven't lost nobody that really did shit for me.
Yeah.
So that's why it's easier to cut people off because like if you're really not adding nothing to my life, it's not like that's a loss. But like I have cut some people off that I fucked with genuinely. And I'm like, damn, like that was really my man's, or I really fucked with them, this, that, and the third. But yeah, I just feel like life goes on. And honestly, if it's meant to be, that connection could easily open back up down the road.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like forgiving people is also like something I'm not really strong with. Because like once I cut you off, I feel like I can't trust you no more. And if I can't trust you, it's hard for me to fuck with you. So
But forgiveness
that shit is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard, but listen, it's important. Like you can break off a friendship, break off a life partner, break off a marriage, whatever. But I'm telling you, bro, like if you have like hate towards that person and stuff, they're gonna affect your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always gonna be thinking
like
about
I don't got hate towards nobody, but
I know what you're saying.
It's definitely to the point where it's like cool off you. Like I wish you the best still, but like I just can't be around you, can't fuck with you, shit like that. But like some people only around for certain seasons, honestly, and I feel like that's one of the realest things I've ever heard. Like you just gotta take whatever season they in and just let it go. Because I had some cool, good ass people around me at certain points in my life, and during that time, like it was great to have them around. And now that they're not around, you could see like some of the flaws that they had that you didn't even realize when you was fucking with them. So it's just like, yeah, like I'm just chilling, truthfully. I feel like now I got a good knit of people around me that I genuinely fuck with and that fuck with me, so I'm chilling.
I've thought about that. Like the longer you're apart from like the person, like you feel wronged you or did something wrong, like the more you think about it and the more you're like, all right. So this, like, you think about situations that might have not even been weird or whatever, but it becomes weird to you because you're like, you'll be like, you'll be thinking about it, but like in the long term, you're like, oh, it wasn't even like a big deal or anything. You just overthinking about it. Like that's what I like. You probably sometimes like, okay, I'm overthinking this part of like cutting this person.
Another thing though, I definitely do be overthinking shit a lot, but I can't name a time where I ain't overthink something and I was wrong about it. Like if I overthink something, I'd be right.
Yeah.
So I feel like overthinking is definitely a gift and a curse. Because like I could overthink something in the moment while shit not even nothing's going on. You could see it happen later on, but in the moment I'm already mad at you because I see it coming.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, fuck it. Like then I just start distancing myself off rip, and nothing even happened yet. I see the changes starting to occur.
Okay.
But yeah.
You ever thought like a person you cut off, like for you to reach back out to them and try to get back in touch with them? No, you never. Okay, but I'm saying like, what if they came to you and they're like, "Yo, like my bad." Whatever.
That's happened before, but at the time I feel like I wasn't ready for it. But like, if that was to happen now, I probably would go about it differently for sure. Okay. But like I feel like I'm not the one to make that move, honestly. Like the only people I make that move with is like my closest friends, like my best friend. I feel like if we fall out of some shit, either one of us will probably reach out for some shit. And we really got like both of us got hella pride, but like we could put our pride to the side for each other. That's how I feel like a real friendship should be. So like if I can't do that for a specific person, then it probably just not meant to be. But it's rare for me to actually reach out for some shit, truthfully.
Like I remember J. Cole's song, like "Pride is the Devil." That's the truest thing I've ever heard in my life, because pride is the devil. Because your pride can mess up a good thing, to make a bad situation even worse. It could make things in your head go all crazy, like because I'm prideful, you're prideful. We all have our certain prides and everything. Like, yo, like you wronging me. Why would I come to you and speak up, even because I might have wronged you as well? Right. Why would I speak up against this if I don't believe it? Why would I do this if I don't want to do it? And your pride just kills you. But like, I guess we, as you were saying, like both of us can say, like realizing that our pride is a problem, like could be us growing as adults as well. Like growing, because there's something like you can't keep a heavy dose of pride on you all your life. Like, yes, be prideful about things, certain things, but you can't let it just distract your life and just ruin relationships and everything with people just because you're prideful. That's what I'm saying.
But like, I feel like also like key friendships or whatever in life, I don't even argue with most of my friends like that.
Yeah.
In high school, and shit like that. Niggas used to argue all the time, and most of them people I'm not even cool with now. But like, as far as the people I got around me now, we don't even argue or none of that. So like, I feel like that's why I feel like I'm around the right group of people. It's like we don't really get into no arguments. If we go out together, it's a vibe. There's never no funny shit going on. So I'm chilling, truthfully.
I mean, nothing serious. Like I never really got in an argument with a friend where I'm like, yo, like this is make or break.
I feel like that's just you as a person. You're not even the type of nigga to get into an argument. Bro.
Nah, I don't.
You're just gonna laugh.
I don't like arguing.
Like,
yeah, I don't like arguing because I feel it's wasting my time. You know what I'm saying?
Me personally, I'll get in an argument if niggas say the wrong thing, but that shit just don't be happening no more. Like, with the people it did happen with, that they not really in my life like that no more. So,
like,
it is.
Yeah, like for me, like I don't like arguing and stuff. Like if you get me in a certain mood, you get me mad or whatever. Like I said, like I'm not a child and stuff, but I'm gonna distance myself where I'm just walking away because I don't want to say anything crazy.
That's your problem, actually. I can see
that is my problem.
You just say the wrong shit and just
I do be saying
ruin the whole friendship.
Well, because like for me, like if you get me like in a certain mood, like you really get me upset and mad. Like I've said earlier, like I'll get child and stuff, but I'll say like I'll stop thinking like everything in my mind will just like there's no filter on it, and I'll just start talking about something that
come to mind.
Yeah, I'll say the first thing to come to mind. It'll be the worst thing ever, and at the time I'm like it's not bad, but I'll see the person's reaction, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I say that?
No,
like even on PlayStation, like we'll be like, and it's nothing serious.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, I'll say something out of pocket, and it's not even me trying to be
know each other, so we just laugh that shit off. But it be times when we say some shit, we like, my fault. Like,
I'll say
my fault.
But like, what I respect what y'all did, like when I say something crazy, like y'all call me out on, y'all be like,
exactly.
Dylan, like think about what you just said. Yeah, you'll be like, Dylan, think about what you just said, and I'll be like, I'll say it back. I'm like, it's not even crazy to me. Y'all be like, Dylan, think about. You like, Dylan, think about what you just said, and like y'all break it down. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, bro. Because like I have like my brain, I don't know, I just don't have a filter. It's like what I'm saying. Like if I'm comfortable around people, I'll just say whatever comes to mind. But like in like a work field and stuff, like I'm more quiet, more calculated. I'm always a very calculated person, but like my filter turns off, and then I'm just saying nonsensical things. And I'm like, bro, my fault. Like I can't, like my fault about that. But I respect y'all because y'all been calling me out on it. Like, and it's actually helped because I'm like, okay, let me think about what I'm about to say here. Let me, like, I'm in an argument. Let me think. Okay, cool. And then, like, it's calmed me down because I'll just be saying nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we talked about a lot.
We went through everything for the most part.
We added stuff on and all that. That's been a good talk, but we talked about mental health as well. But like, we talked about how to deal with stress and everything, but what are other ways people can deal with stress? Like
I feel like it really just depends on the person. Like you got to find what you like to do, who you like to be around.
Yeah.
Because me personally, like before, if I was stressing, I'd just spark a blunt, move on with my day, like easily. But like I feel like now I try to refrain from smoking just off of stress and just try to either deal with it heads on or find a different route to go. So like I could hop on the game, I just call somebody that I fuck with or whatever case may be, take my mind off of it. But yeah, everybody they just gotta find their way and what gets them through it. Some people they go out, just start hooping, do whatever, go for a walk. Niggas just go driving somewhere.
Yeah.
Take your mind off the shit that you got going on.
I'm not gonna get like real detail about this, but I remember you came to me and you're like the club. Like you went when you were going to the club a lot, it like was like your safe haven.
That's a fact.
That's where like you like better
being around my friends and shit. Going to the club, that shit is a vibe. I ain't gonna lie.
You told me that. I'm like, all right, dude's just going to the club all the time, like just spending money. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Niggas used to say that shit all the time.
Then
even Allen used to be like, take a weekend off, bro.
Yeah, because your name in my phone is still outside Brother LeBron. Because you're always outside, but I'm like, all right. You explained to me, you're like, yo, like I was going through some stuff, and like the club really helped me get through it, like being around those people. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but I believe that's another big problem with like just human beings in general. Like we don't understand each other.
Yeah, but even like going outside now, I don't even be going outside like that no more like I used to. but that shit has definitely helped in the long run. Truthfully,
Yeah.
today, I say like a year or two ago, I
Mhm.
used to be outside damn near every day.
Yeah, every
Got me
weekend.
through whatever I was going through at the
Yeah.
time. Like, but like now, that's why I'm trying to just find different ways to do that shit because like just smoking and drinking not the answer all the time.
You
But
think it was a Band-Aid?
yeah, it definitely was for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely was a band-aid because it was only momentarily.
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody gotta get through their shit how they gotta get through it though. Whatever you going through, you go out for a little bit, get lit with your peoples.
Mm.
You don't even really be thinking about the negative shit that be going on. And that's also a band-aid, honestly, because it's only temporary. But in that moment, it could change your life because you could really just be happy as hell in that moment. You just start thinking about it like, damn, all right, well, I could get through it. Fuck it.
But like for me, like seeing family and everything, like that makes me feel better all the time. Like seeing family, speaking to them and everything. But when we went to Atlanta, I think that like I wasn't really going through anything, but like it like cleared my mind to everything. And it was like, okay, like I came back, I was like, okay, like I'm good now.
I wasn't even trying to come back. I didn't care if I missed my flight or nothing.
I didn't want to go back at all. Like it had me wanting to move down there. Like I still really want to move down there one day because it was
just
like
being around. I'm telling you, bro, just being around a good group of people. That shit is life changing.
It was life changing. Like just have like a big friend group, a couple friends, whatever. Like that's just it's nice to have, and you feel better as a person. You're happier as a person. You never know what's going on. So yeah, like it's definitely a great episode. We really got into deep about things. I thought this was going to be more goofy and unserious and everything, but we really got
later on for sure.
Yeah,
this was a good first episode. You feel me? We got a whole lot more to come. So we out to the next episode.
We'll definitely be back. But thank you if you watched this long. Thank you for watching. DY. All right. Thank you.